Elden Ring now. I'm like super stoked for that. It's Miyazaki and George R. R. Martin's game. I'm like,
The
okay,
last video game I played
casually,
was
two people.
Sideshow Sir Sideshow.
Sir Sideshow.
Sideshow.
Yeah.
Right.
Hey,
So,
we're live.
cold open.
Hi.
So
Cold open, nailed it.
Sideshow's official position, because Happy Level Up Week, the best video game ever created is Cafe Land on Facebook, the one where you have to, manage the kitchen, and then you come back
Your own kitchen.
9 hours,
Yeah.
and you're like, I have to get this turkey out of the oven. Like, I gotta move these bagels. I think that's the best video game ever created.
Ever
And
made.
it
so,
had
huh?
like something like 20 million downloads, and no one look up these numbers because I'm definitely not just making this up right now. Good morning,
morning.
everyone. Happy day one of Level Up Week. It is June. Oh, of course, I got it. My mom texted me as soon as I was looking at the date. It is June 14th, and we are on day one of Level Up Week. We have so many things that we've got started that we are going to be doing not only today but this week, but we're going to focus on today with New at Sideshow Live, and we are going to act every day as your sort of beacon or guide towards whatever is happening during this event, because we've got a lot going on. So before we get started, does everyone want to go around and say hello? Oh, do you want to say one of your favorite video games too? Let's do that. No pressure.
Put me on the spot.
Mel, you're up.
I've been playing Rayman with my nephew. Rayman Legends, maybe. I like that one.
Yeah. How nice would it be to have no joints? You know,
Right?
like you would
His
never.
little disconnected hands.
It'd be wonderful.
I just like the scroll screen, like Mario.
Yeah, that is nice. What about you, Missy?
The Dragon Age series is my absolute favorite video game series of all time.
I've only ever played Inquisition, and I feel like a noob.
I
game was
love
hard.
the first.
I can help you out with
It's
feeling
just
like
fun.
a noob if you like.
And saving the best for last. Autumn.
Is it the best?
The best game I ever
Autumn, what's
played,
your
I
favorite
played-
Halo?
The only game I've ever played start to finish would have to be Luigi's Mansion, the first one. So I guess that's my favorite. And that was only I was forced to play by my 3-year-old. So that would be my favorite and my least favorite because it's the only.
Oh, I sunk a ship in Assassin's Creed Black Flag the other day. I felt like a real
Good
gamer.
job.
Yeah,
Felt like a
Xander
real
thought
Jack
it.
Sparrow.
Xander thought it would be funny. He's like, "You're gonna be so bad at this," and then I wasn't as bad as he thought.
He's like, well, that's disappointing, I guess.
Yeah, that wasn't as funny as I needed it to be.
Speaking of disappointing, my name is Paul, and I'm going to be running you guys through everything that is happening today. So, Rob, would you please bring up the schedule? What's happening on this show? We have a couple schedules that we're going to be showing you all. So, of course, we're going to be running you through what is happening today at Sideshow. This is, normally a bit of a smaller segment, but a big segment today. So all of the giveaways are, Mel, that's your task. So that's going to be fun. And then, of course, we've got nowatsideshow.com with what's on our website, of our deal of the day. Autumn's going to be running us through our collector community images. We have so many of them. Again, Rob tasked, unfortunately, with only picking 3 an episode. And then, of course, pop culture headlines, what's happening over from the blog, and then wrapping up the whole show with the weekend geekery. So, Mel, without further ado, take us away here.
All right, let me wet my whistle.
You warmed up.
In preparation.
There's a lot today.
Yeah, me. Okay.
Sibilance.
So, we have a couple streams today. We've got the Cobbled Cosplay Fan Edition.
Yes.
That's on Facebook, YouTube, Let Your Geek Sideshow Facebook, basically all the places at 11 a.m. Pacific. We have the Trivial Cahoots, that 70s trivia. Again, Facebook, YouTube, Facebook group, 2 p.m. Pacific. And we have the Let Your Spoiler Sideshow Bad Batch on Facebook, YouTube, Facebook group, 4 p.m. Pacific. And the giveaways. Okay. We have a Scarlet Spider 10th scale statue by PCS. That's in the local Comics Society group. It goes until July 18th at 11:59 p.m. Pacific. Head to side.show/make it a game.
Rails, everyone. There's so many of these. We have no time for banter. For
Yes,
each,
Mo, we gotta go.
funny short link.
We have the Pokeball replica by the Wand Company in the Sideshow Insiders group, also until June 18th at 11:59 p.m. And that's at side.show/sscottom.
Caught him.
Which which is awesome.
The
Forgive
SS
Me,
car.
Remember, Not a Gamer. Yorm, the giant statue by Pure Arts. That's in the Let Your Statue Sideshow. And also until June 18th at 11:59 p.m. Side.show/challenge. We have the Lazy Hippo and Rhino figurines from Manasum in the Designer Toy Collective. That is running until June 18th at 11:59 p.m. Side.show/gamer names. There, Autumn is modeling them for
It's so
you.
cute.
They're all
The
playing the same
hippo-
game too.
The hippo and the polar bear. I mean, the elephant.
It's a
and the
LAN
polar
party.
bear. Yeah, they are.
There should be a lamb. A lamb party.
Make it happen.
Lamb.
Oh, Manasum,
Lamb.
Come on.
Okay, rails. We got this. Sorry, my bad.
Yennefer Series 2 figure by Dark Horse Comics is in the Atomic Misfits group, running until June 18th, 11:59 p.m. Side.show/magic trinket. The Iron Spider 6-scale figure by Hot Toys is available for a chance to win in the Sideshow Facebook group. Facebook page until June 16th, 11:59 p.m. Side.show/design your suit. And then we have many art prints from Peach Momoko, which are gorgeous.
She's incredible.
On our site at side.show/contests. That's where you'll find all of the Sideshow contests that aren't on a page or in a group. Those run until June 18th at 10 a.m. Pacific.
Oh, I love that one.
Oh, these are so cool.
And finally,
Oh,
we
goodness.
have our Thor Infinity War 6-scale figure from Hot Toys. That's the newsletter giveaway, and it runs until June 30th at 10 a.m. Pacific. You can find that not only at, actually, I don't know, site.show/newsworthy. Just go there. I'm sure it's there.
Boom.
And one last thing, and then you don't have to listen to me talk for a couple minutes. You can play
We'll see.
the Level Up with Sir Sideshow, a game
Oh my
created
gosh.
by Papo Dcast himself, Andrew Seco. Just for Level Up Week, head to side.show/play to check that out and hang out with Splotch and the Sideshow logo
Other
and
surprise
maybe
characters.
someone else. I don't know.
Oh, you never
Who
know.
knows?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
game is incredible, and it's fun and infuriating, like a good video
Yes,
game should be.
yes.
I
Would you
think
say it's
Exactly.
also potentially rewarding?
it is potentially rewarding,
Ah,
and
Paul, is there something wrong with your eye?
probably, yeah.
yeah.
I'll just assume
Oh no,
yes.
that's just your face.
That's just my face.
Never mind.
Nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Nailed it.
Yeah,
You played
took
a
me
video
20 minutes and a Red Bull to beat that game. And yes, I bought the Red Bull specifically for Sir
Beat the
Sideshow.
game. Let's do this.
I was running as fast as Sir Sideshow was at one point. Wonderful. All right. So, thank you so much, Mel. Now we are going to move on over to we're going to pop on over to our website. We're going to plug back into the Matrix, and Missy is going to take us through. Now it's Sideshow.
Woohoo! All right, first up, we have Sarah Connor's collectible figure by 3-0. Sideshow and 3-0 present the Sarah Connor 1/12 collectible figure from Terminator Dark Fate. This figure stands approximately 6.4 inches tall and features a realistic likeness of actor Linda Hamilton. The fate of your collection is in your hands. Add Sarah Connor to your collection today at side.show/nofate. Look, it looks amazing.
I love it. I love the because these are they're tiny. So I love the like the cut and sew on these are incredible. I think we had the Arnold Schwarzenegger one. What's his name?
The Terminator?
Terminator. Thank you. Yeah.
Termy, we like to call him.
An unfortunate start to the week in proving my knowledge of gaming, but yeah, the cut and sew on these are great.
It's her sunglasses that I love the most.
I love.
But we will move on ahead to waiting for it is the Bumblebee DLX Gold Edition collectible
Ooh.
figure,
Oh.
also by 3-0. The
Obviously,
impressive DLX Bumblebee figure shares the same 8-inch tall, intricately detailed sculpt, die-cast metal frame. Oh, look at that!
I don't have that one, but I have
And a high range of articulation as the standard DLX Bumblebee figure, which you can see right there in Autumn's hands.
so much articulation. It's insane. Yes.
He has LED illuminated eyes and interchangeable accessories such as battle mask wings, stinger blaster, multiple pairs of hands, and a DLX action stand for various poses. There are only 1,500 pieces produced worldwide of this limited edition collectible figure, and he has a unique metallic gold finish that calls back to my favorite decade, the 80s, of Bumblebee variants.
Benjamin Sager says, I remember in the cartoon when Bumblebee got his gold plating and Optimus just decided to rename him Goldbug. It's like, that's a completely different name, Optimus.
I mean, it would be crazy to go get another one because it's gold, right? Like, that would be crazy.
Variants of things. You don't need
I'm
all
gonna do
of the things. No.
He's got
Excuse me for a second.
You should definitely
for the
not
gold.
have more than one character.
Definitely.
Like, you just need one of each character.
One of
Missy
each.
would agree.
Missy
You
would
should
agree. Yeah.
go.
Once
I
you
would.
have an Iron Man, you've got an Iron Man.
You don't need
Yeah.
any more. Autumn, you should go right now to
I'm gonna go
side.show/go
for
for
the
the gold. And you should get
Nice.
that Bumblebee.
All right.
And next up, we have Chun-Li Morrigan, Player 2, statue by PCS.
Oh, that's
Kazuki Beach runs red with blood. That's not disturbing at all. The Chun-Li Morrigan Player 2 statue measures 18.7 inches tall, and she's clad in an alternate colorway of Morrigan. I'm going to say this wrong, and I'm sorry. Ainsland's iconic look from Capcom's Darkstalkers. Balancing on a black rock amid a sea of red waves, Chun-Li displays her impeccable balancing techniques in preparation for a deadly strike. This highly detailed video game collectible is directly inspired by one of the available costume cosmetics featured in Street Fighter V. And she is at side.show/succubus.
Well, hold on now, Rob. All right.
And lastly, we have the deal of the day.
Bum-bum-bum.
Ba-bum. And today
Robin's right. We do
have-
need music.
We need music.
Today we are featuring The Art of Assassin's Creed Valhalla Deluxe Edition book by Dark Horse Comics, where you can apparently sink ships. Assassin's Creed's game. The book offers an insider's look at the immersive art direction of the game through an exhaustive collection of never-before-seen concept art, production material, and creator commentary. Readers will explore the visual developments of the game's stunning environments, intricate characters, props, and weapons designs. This is normally $79.99 and is now $48 at
Oh, wow.
side.show/deadly arts. That's an amazing discount.
See, and
Big
it's
time.
funny because everyone always thinks, they're like, oh, is this part of the script? Because we follow our script so closely. But it's like a lot of this, guys, there's so much stuff on our website. We legitimately don't know that this is all here. That's why we do this show. It's mainly just to
That's
stay on
right.
top of everything.
So that we can figure out what we want to see on the site. Yeah, absolutely.
Exactly.
And I will say, books like these are awesome.
Oh, yeah.
It
they're-
also shows
they're
you that
insane.
we don't read the scripts in advance because we're reacting to them as it comes.
That's for the audience.
Yes.
Yeah.
We
It's
want
more
them to
organic
see our
that way.
genuine. Exactly. Also, I think this is just Rob telling us all what he wants for Christmas.
I
think it
agree.
is too.
Like, I've
this-
been making my Christmas list every
He's like,
day.
On the show.
Here's my birthday wish list, folks.
Someone says, where is the script supervisor? You're looking at him.
Yep.
Someone's dropped the ball. Thank you so much, Missy. Again, you can sideshow.com. Go to our what's new. You know, we have so many things on our website constantly, and again, we try to bring as much
We
stuff
drop
as we
new
can.
stuff every day. There's new stuff every day.
Literally
Yeah.
every day, sometimes twice a day. Again, I always tell people, especially during events, and you've got Sideshow Con coming up, during all of these events, you're definitely going to want to bookmark and check the sideshow.com/what's new tab every day. Check it every day. Because there's a lot of great stuff on there. And like, the Storm PF that was just previewed.
Yeah.
A lot of, I don't want to brag, but someone told me, like, that's on our website now. I was like, it sure is. Definitely knew
what a
that.
bragger.
I know. All right, Missy, thank you so much. We're going to move along to another great segment. Autumn, take it away.
Well, this is the collector community images. And as Paul said earlier, Rob was tasked with the impossible job of picking only 3 because you guys, we have put out the call and you guys have answered. We have been getting flooded with amazing collector images that we feature on this show. We feature on our blog. We feature on our social channels. Keep them coming because we love them. They are amazing. We're going to take a look at 3 right now. So let's bring up the first one.
Ooh.
This one, oh, beautiful shot. This is our Ventress from the Instagram user at Marwins92.
Nice.
Absolutely beautiful shot. I love the lighting that they chose on this. I love the out of focus background. I got criticized for using photography terms last time, so I'm trying to just say it. Anyway, I love this shot. It's
flavor.
Gorgeous. Yes. I also love the subtle, subdued coloring on this. So it's like they pulled back the saturation a little bit. It's really beautiful. Really, really beautiful. So nicely done, Marwins92. And now let's go to the next one. We have got a really fun one. Mythos, Obi-Wan, and Cat. Look at the kitty. Instagram user at the Sealy Man, I think. I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
He's Ally Man, maybe. Absolutely adorable shot. I like how in this scenario, in this world, he's on some planet where massive giant cats are just a thing. It's not really something that you worry about. He's just kind of wandering through this landscape and he's, this cat is sniffing him and it's just a thing. And I love it. Talk about mythos story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what's the mythos behind this story? Also, how long did it take to get this picture?
Oh my gosh. How many times did that guy get knocked over too? I was like, no.
For no reason, just to.
I like to imagine that he had the cat in like a Bantha cosplay.
Yeah. And the cat was not here for
and
it.
The cat, like he couldn't get the shot. He finally gets this perfect shot, but it's only after the cat has like pawed all the pieces of the cosplay off of himself.
Also, imagine how terrifying it would be if cats were this size.
Yeah, but also look how gentle that cat's being.
Mm-hmm.
That we know of.
Gentle, that we know at that moment. Maybe the cat is sniffing, decide if they're going to eat him or not. Mm-hmm. Anyway, absolutely awesome shot. I love it. Thank you, Instagram user at the Sealy Man. And we have one more. We're going to be on theme. One more. Look at these guys. Like they're waiting for chicken nuggies together.
Mm-hmm.
I absolutely love it. This is, again, Instagram user Anastas. I'm going to go with that. Yes. Another fantastic shot. I mean, you really, Baby Groot. Wow. Grogu. Wow. Grogu shot.
Happy Monday, everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
No one has had their coffee.
Yes. Because I was going to say, you really can't go wrong with a Grogu shot. And there's the same thing when everybody was taking pictures of their Baby Groot. Like any scenario that you put them in, it's always a lot of fun. I absolutely love this shot. You guys, if you want to share yours, head on over to side.show/how-to-share. There are many different ways to submit your images, posting them on various social media channels like Instagram, Facebook. You can also directly upload them right onto the site. And if you notice, there's a lot of product pages where you scroll down, you can see, we put these community images right on the product page. Mm-hmm. So if you are interested to see how different pieces fit into other people's collections, you can take a look at the community images on that product page, and you'll see a bunch of these. So that was my segment. I only messed it up 80%. New record. Good. Yep.
Pretty good. And I don't want to say that there's a pattern, but if you include an adorable pet, you might get picked. That might be the easiest way to sway Rob.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, Autumn, thank you so very much. And thank all of you out there who are constantly sending us awesome photos. We have content for years. So thank you. We appreciate it. We're doing our absolute best to sort through all of them because they are all incredible. Thank you guys all so much. Side.show/how-to-share. So before we move on to our next segment, Rob, let's bring up the schedule again one more time. Again, we went through today at Sideshow. Now at Sideshow, deal of the day. We just ran through Collector Community. Up next, we have our pop culture headlines with Mel, and then Missy's going to take us through what is happening over on the blog with From the Blog, and then we're wrapping up the whole show with the weekend geekery. So, Mel, take us away.
Hi.
Hello.
Pop culture headlines.
You're welcome.
Yep, all that stuff. Netflix is making an anime adaptation of their original film Bright. The series will follow Aizo, a Ronin, and Raiden, an orc, as they work to bring a young elf girl and the wand she carries to the land of the elves in the north. The Bright anime will be directed by Kyohei Ishiguro.
That's
That's
good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
Apologies if that was not pretty good, but there you go. Bright anime adaptation.
Nice. I like the movie personally. I mean, I thought it was fun.
This looks beautiful.
I'll watch Will Smith in anything.
I mean, it sounds cool.
Yeah. We'll see.
It gives me like this picture kind of gives me Game of Thrones vibes with like oh my god, the Hound
Very questy.
and Arya.
Mm.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, I was going like Inuyasha.
I loved Inuyasha.
That's what this reminds me of. But it's only because that's like one of 3 animes I know. So
Jurassic World Dominion director Colin Trevorrow confirmed the movie will include more scientifically accurate dinosaurs with feathers. He said that consultant Steve Broussat and Jack Horner helped the team design the dinosaurs with the most up-to-date paleontological. Oh goodness, it is very early. Sure. Paleo.
I can't get Grogu right, but I can say paleontological.
the human brain
data.
is magnificent.
What Autumn said, data. Jurassic World Dominion will stomp into theaters on June 10th. Oh, 2022. I'm like, that already happened. But it didn't.
I have a
Instead of that
legit
big
question.
word, dinosaur science.
Dinosaur science.
Dinosaur science.
I can say paleontologist.
You're almost there.
Paleontological.
Paleontological.
Paleontological. I did
There
it.
you go.
An enemy. An enemy.
Yay.
An enemy.
I may be cynical. Wait, I'm sorry. Who was like knocking on the Jurassic World producer's door and saying like there needs to be more scientifically accurate dinosaur data?
That's what's missing.
I mean,
That's the key. To be
Accessorizing.
fair. I watch science shows like CSI, and they put things in the centrifuge, and it's not balanced, and I'm like, you just broke that. Where
done.
is your consultant? You broke it. That's a really expensive piece of equipment, and you broke it. So I believe that there were people
Like,
knocking on the Jurassic World door, going,
I mean, I believe
we have
that,
some more information now, so.
I believe that it
Maybe.
exists. All I'm saying is like, was it that many people that they're like, yeah, we better address this?
Yeah. The
Maybe.
dinosaur
I guess so.
world is. Yeah,
Maybe
maybe.
Colin Trevorrow is just like a dinosaur nerd.
That is also true.
And it was an excuse for him to get to talk to these like really famous, well-respected paleontologists.
I think they're
I
called
would-
paleontologicals.
I would do it.
Anti-disestablishment paleontological.
Like if you could just have this multi-million-dollar movie just to be able to talk to paleontologists.
I'm just saying, if I had power, I would abuse it.
I just noticed the rails are way off to the side, so we should.
Missy,
That's-
please
we're almost
stay
done.
focused.
Missy, come on.
Hey, if you would like more pop culture headlines with someone that can actually pronounce the words in the headlines, head to side.show/pop podcast or side.show/popodcast.
There we go.
Nice. Well, thank you so very much, Melanie. Yeah, and again, we always get people in the comments saying, like, are you going to talk about this today? Are you going to talk about this today? Andrew will most likely be talking about them when you head over to side.show/pop
Yes.
podcast. He covers pretty much everything. I literally get all my pop culture news from him.
From
That's
Andrew.
Not a bit. I really do,
Yep.
every morning.
From our-
All right.
Hey, wait. I know that this is off the rails, but Megan Mata says the unbalanced centrifuge thing really bothers her too.
Yep.
So
I bet.
I'm not alone
No,
in my
alone.
psychosis. Okay.
No, you and Megan should do one of those shows when it's like doctors watching doctor shows.
Oh yeah,
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Scientists.
I'm
watching
not a
Science
shows.
doctor. I
You're-
don't know if you.
But you can be a science doctor or whatever. that is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Science
Paleontological.
Okay.
doctor.
Well, Missy, handing over the rails to you.
I will take them.
Take us home. Well, not home. Take us from the blog.
I'll take you to the blog.
There we go.
We're going to start with my favorite.
All right.
What Marvel
yeah.
teams has Captain America joined? Captain America is one of the oldest and most classic superheroes from the comics and the silver screen. He's always been an incredible leader, perhaps because of his experience with the military, but also because of his compassion and morality. I won't argue with that. Captain America has always fought for the underdog and for the best of humanity. And you can read more about him at side.show/teamcap, which is also team wrong. But that's okay.
You're going to have the follow-up blog post by Missy. Why this blog post was wrong by Missy.
No, Cap's a good dude. I'll agree with that. And we also have
Yes,
I
that
did.
happened.
The greatest
Fine,
redemptions.
Jesus.
The greatest redemptions of the Justice League Snyder Cut. After years of rallying cries, petitions, and all-around DC Comics fan support, Zack Snyder's The Justice League premiered this year on HBO Max. The film was released with 6 full chapters, initially meant to act as episodes of a longer series. Instead, the film ended up being a massive 4-hour adventure spanning time and space, and we do truly get to see space. But what exactly made this film stand out? Let's check out the greatest redemptions of this new vision offered to fans at side.show/big league. And if you haven't watched it yet, you're missing out.
Yeah, you definitely should. I recommend everyone should at least watch it. It was nice to see Zach's.
Do you recommend watching
or not?
the original and then Zack's, or just watching Zack Snyder's Justice League if you've never seen?
If you've never seen them, I say you just kind of dive in and just do Zack Snyder's.
I agree.
The theatrical version is fine. Like that's still significant because that's what everyone got when it originally came out.
Right.
But I do think that Zack Snyder's is more, again, fan or not, you've got to give the guy credit. Like he goes for it, and he's like, it's very definitive vision. So
I
I
watched
recommend
them both back to back because I wanted to see what the big deal, like what did he bring to the table, what did he change, why was it significant. So I watched them both back to back, and I enjoyed seeing it in that way.
Release the Missy cut of Endgame. It's just Tony Stark.
Surprise, it has a different ending.
It's just everyone else is cut out. And it's just
Everyone
and then
dies
she
but
cuts
Tony.
off right at the very end. It's like, and everybody lived happily ever after. The end.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. So
Okay.
it was fun. Definitely watch it. It's a good experience, I should say. Yeah. All right. So, Missy, where can people get more blog information?
They can go to side.show. No, they can't. They can go to sideshow.com/blog.
Actually, I think you can go to side.show/blog.
I think you
I
could
think,
also.
but I didn't want to say it in case it was wrong.
It just takes you to like pre-order or Missy's wish list
Yes.
of different Iron Man
public.
figures.
Go.
Yes.
Paul Hager,
Alrighty.
you rock.
Hey, that's
I keep-
great.
Then everybody
All
So
right.
I'll just leave then. I guess that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Bye.
He was just getting ready to type your name, and then I
Yeah, and
pulled
he's like,
the comment on screen. He couldn't finish, so
He's
that's
like,
what
must
happened.
not tell lies.
Hey, breaking news, side.show/blog takes you to the blog.
Nice.
Yay!
Boom.
Good to know. Thank you, Mel.
All right. So, Autumn, for your
me.
favorite segment, because we get to just banter. Take us
Yep.
through the
The
weekend geekery.
Weekend Geekery. So this is the segment that we do every Monday to find out what it is all of you out there watched or played or read over the weekend. And then I'm going to start off by asking these yokels up here. Let's go to Paul. Paul,
Yep,
what did
yep.
you watch or play or stream or read this weekend? How did you geek
So-
this weekend?
I read a bunch of comics right now. I'm reading
Nice.
Salvador LaRocca and Philip Kennedy Johnson's Alien series, which takes place 79 years after the original. It's pretty
Nice.
good considering I had just watched Alien like 6 months ago for the first time. I'm sort of all in now.
Nice.
That, and I finished Sweet Tooth.
Oh, I did too.
Sweet Tooth was surprisingly really great. And I say that because it's like I was such a huge fan of the original comic, like huge fan. And when I watched the first episode, I was like, oh, this is way lighter than the comic. The comic's a lot darker, but it's perfect. It's so much. Now I keep sounding like I'm aiming everything, but it is so much more accessible, and it's not as like grim, and you're like, oh, this is kind of dark. It's really good. Highly recommend.
I also watched all of that. I agree. I hadn't read the comic at all, so I was coming to it new. And Sweet Tooth. I want to, anybody else? Yeah, we see a lot of people in the chat. Sweet Tooth, a lot of Sweet Tooth. Absolutely. Okay. Oh, and finished prior. Okay, so Jamie over on YouTube said he finished all the prior Loki MCU appearances and then watched Loki on Disney Plus. Oh my gosh, I have been watching the MCU for the past several months, so we did just kind of get caught up on where Loki was and all of that anyway. So I agree that's a great way to start watching Loki's.
I think Tom Hiddleston even did like a recap, right, of like his appearances.
Did he? Oh, that's
I'm pretty
great.
sure.
I didn't see
I'm pretty
that.
sure he's just like, oh yeah, he was just like, and I did this thing and this thing.
Nice. Let's see. Let's go up here to Mel. How did you geek this weekend?
I didn't do a lot, but we set up the projector in the backyard and we watched a movie, and I tried to convince him to watch Loki out there, and the kid wasn't into it. It was like 10:30 though, so it was time to go to bed anyway. And that was it.
That's pretty much it. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, John Galgano reading the first book in the new Star Wars Thrawn trilogy.
Ooh.
Nice.
Mel has read. Have you read all that?
No, I haven't read the Thrawn trilogy. I have the first one, but I haven't read them because I haven't read the comics, and I wanted.
Want to read those first.
Yeah, I need to figure out like which one's gonna spoil me.
Yes.
So.
Oh, we've got let's see, Laura Quiles over on YouTube watched Raya and the Last Dragon, and then watched Monster Squad. Fun.
Nice.
Let's see, Schitt's Creek and Loki and Titans. Let's see.
Nice.
Oh, and Linda also watched the Westminster Dog Show.
I was just pulling her comment up. Nice.
Nice, as always. Same brain. We got lots of people watching Loki for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see, Red.
Oh, yeah, see. Carrie Ketsu.
Yeah,
They'll
there
say
we
the
go.
entire symposium of Loki's MCU history.
All right, we're going to head over here really quick. Missy, how did you geek this weekend?
I was out and about this weekend, so
You did not consume.
I consumed a little bit.
Were you geeking out and about?
Oh yeah, escape room,
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
That counts.
Pittsburgh
Can't wait
Comic
to
Con,
get back to escape rooms. Okay.
Yeah, that's super geeky.
You totally
And-
geeked this weekend.
and we got one episode of Sweet Tooth in, but I did watch Spaceballs simply because it was on. They had a John Candy weekend, so it was Spaceballs and the Great Outdoors, and I was like, "This is
So
happening."
you super geeked this weekend. That's amazing. 100%.
Yeah.
That's great. Oh my gosh.
Liza
Liza over on YouTube ran a D&D game. So yeah, lots
Ooh,
of geeking
nice.
this weekend.
Autumn, you get 30 seconds with this comment.
Yeah.
29.
That's great, Mike. I really hope the two of you enjoy
29?
that. Talk after the show.
Season
I
Season
love
6,
when
Autumn.
a new person gets introduced to.
There's
Season
what,
6 is
7
dark.
seasons?
Mhm.
7 seasons, and
Oh, so they're
season
almost
6
done.
is the most
Wow.
controversial, and it's dark and it's amazing. So
I thought season 1 was the most controversial.
That's just
Not
the
at
most
all.
man.
Or is that
season
just-
1 is
that
the one that's the
just a
hardest
slog?
to get through.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Season 1 is a
That's-
half a season. It's only 12 episodes, but it
I'm
is the hardest
familiar.
to get through for sure.
Mhm.
A lot of people bail and they don't
You have
watch
to
the rest.
convince people just make it through.
Yeah.
Like the first
Yeah.
season of Doctor Who, like just wait.
Ooh,
Audiobook of The
Stand
Stand?
is one of my favorite
Nice.
books of all time. I think I've read it 6 or 7 times, and I've never listened to the audiobook. I think that's what I'm going to do now.
Nice.
OMG.
Make a
All right.
monster. Yeah, I mean, a lot of people watching Loki, of course, watching The Bad Batch. I'm caught up on The Bad Batch, finally.
Uh-huh.
And
I'm
I
not
will
quite
say,
caught up.
you know what?
We
I'm
have
gonna
our
save
show
all-
today
I'm gonna-
too.
I'm gonna
Our
save all of that,
lunchtime
'cause
is-
we've got a show
Yep, save it all.
today.
If you guys are caught up on Bad Batch, make sure you check out our Let Your Spoiler Sideshow, because we are going to be dumping into all the spoilers, no holds barred, talking everything about Bad Batch. You guys are going to want to check that out because we want to hear from you about all of that stuff.
Yes, we do.
We're gonna, okay. So that's the weekend in geekery.
Mm-hmm. Well, thank you all so very much. We're going to get going because we have so much to do today. Rob, before we go, can you bring up the schedule of Level Up Week really fast? Thank you. At 11, we have Cobbled Cosplay Fan Edition. We have two very, very, I will say competitive champions going to face off for one Cobbled Cosplay prize. I'm hosting that with Guy Klender, so that's going to be a lot
It'll
of
be
fun.
fun.
And then at 2 p.m., we have Trivial Cahoots. Now, that's called That 70s Trivia, and that'll be Alex Aronowitz, Autumn, and Adriana Gonzalez from one of our incredible moderators going over the beginning, some would say the very beginning of video games, and we'll see how much you know about, really the first age of video games, and then wrapping up our day with Let Your Spoiler Sideshow, The Bad Batch. That'll be with me, Alex Aronowitz, Amy, Autumn, Mel, whoever else might show up, and again, spoilers for that
ahead.
entire show. So if you are not caught up on The Bad Batch, or really, I would say any of the Star Wars shows, just because you never really know where the conversation's going to go, I wouldn't recommend tuning in to that
This
until
is the only time we're
you
going
watch
to say,
everything.
hey, you may not want to come to that show.
Or between now and 4 p.m. Pacific, you can watch
Yeah.
everything
You've
Star
got
Wars
6
ever.
hours.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you can
6
do it.
hours. You can do it.
You have plenty of time.
Dive right in.
I think you can go through all of current Bad Batch in 6 hours.
I think you
probably
could,
pretty
yeah.
easily. So, all right. Thank you so much, Robin. Of course, we've got tons of giveaways, exclusive giveaway opportunities. If you've registered over at side.show/levelup21, you can still register right now. So go and do that. Head over to side.show/levelupblog21, and that's going to have our entire schedule for the week, every way that you can participate, and that's going to be your hub for all things Level Up week.
Hey, Paul. Esther Perez wants to know if there's a Let Your Spoiler Sideshow for Loki.
There sure is, and that's
There
going to
sure
be this Friday at 4 p.m. Specific time in this part of the multiverse, not in some other fractioned variant. Yeah. So
Yeah,
it'll
we're
be-
not trying to upset
We-
Owen Wilson.
Yeah, we will
No.
not be acknowledging any variants.
No, we will not be. And Mel, nail on that. That's one person the toughest guy in Hollywood. That guy crashes weddings. So, all right. Well, thank you so much, everyone. I'll see you at 11 a.m. for Coupled Cosplay Fan Edition with me and Guy Klender. And then, of course, we'll see you at 2, and we'll see you at 4. Thank you for tuning in to New
just
at
give you
Sideshow
a
Live. Wherever you are, if you're on Facebook, you're in the group, you're on YouTube, Twitch, Periscope. Like, comment, subscribe, like this video right now, like as I'm talking, because every
right now.
time
Just
that
like
you
it.
like this video, Autumn's Grogu gets another pair of great glasses. Yeah, he does. So if you want Grogu to be like a sunglass hut, like this video
Those are
right
the ones we
now.
just got recently,
Thank you
so-
all. Oh, those
He
are good
needs
ones.
more.
He needs more. Thank
does.
you all so very much. We'll see you at 11, 2, and 4 today, and we'll see you all week. But most importantly, don't forget to let your